How's it going? How we doing, boys? How you doing, Sven? How you doing, JVD? What's good, guys? Oh, fuck, my throat is cooked. How you doing, Crystal? How's it going? Oh, nobody on the Friday night. I'm kind of surprised. Fuck. Please demote me to standard mod until YouTube fixes its shit. Hang on. I will do that right now. I don't know what's going on with that. It's bizarre. Hang on a second, mate. It's up completely. Remove as managing moderator. Add as moderator. There we go. How you doing, Anakin? What's good, my man? I just got to ask more people to see if I'm fucking nuts. Has anybody ever had a credit card work at every other they went to in a day? Can you put more context on that? Has anybody ever had a credit card work at every other store? So you mean it works at one and then doesn't work at the next one, and then works at one and then doesn't work at the next one? Is that what you're alluding to? Yeah, once YouTube sorts its shit out, I'll put you back. I'll put you back as a manager, Mod Westy. I don't know what's going on. Very strange stuff indeed. Good to have you here, Anakin. Anakin, my boy. I've never had that happen to me. I think that's what you're saying. Works at one store, doesn't work at the next one, etc., etc. Frankenreich. How have I been today? I've been all right. I've been all right. How you doing, B7? I did a stream this morning, which went much better than I was expecting. I had a few people turn up, which was really good. Way more than I was expecting. So that was nice. My kid at school most of the day. Ran a couple of boring fucking errands that were not even worth talking about. I had to go to the bank, speaking of credit cards and shit, which was it is what it was. About 7 times today. I had to pay cash at 3 of the places because the damn it sounds like you're Oh. Okay, Taz? No, I was shout out to Taz, by the way. If you're obviously well, I don't think we've got any newbies turning up right now, but are if you haven't subscribed to Taz, let me just get the link in here real quick. Subscribe to my boy Taz. He's got some very interesting stuff on his channel. And apparently he's a diddler. So just playing, bro. So support our boy Taz. That's a funny thing to walk into a chat and say. Fair play to you. I don't even you've rattled me. You've rattled me. It's not the first time it's happened on this channel, but fuck me, bro. Fucking hell, you knocked me off guard with that one. How are you doing today on Friday? I know we're a little bit late starting today. I apologize for that. Usual excuse, or should I say reason? Should I say the usual reason? Nice. Oh, I think I beat you to it this time. I got you, Crystal. Finally, I beat a mod to actually linking something in here. Yeah, shout out to Big Taz. Give my boy a sub. Odd thing to say, but it was funny. Yeah, how are we all doing tonight? No worries, Taz. Anything we can do to help? Hopefully, if we get do you know what I'll do? I'll pin it as well so that if anybody runs up in here, let me pin Crystal's message. We can keep it in. Hopefully it will gain you a few tonight. Oh, it's the first time I've done 2 live streams in, it's the first time I've done 2 live streams in a day in a while. Trying out a few different time slots and whatnot. We'll see how it goes moving forward. What is it? J J why are you guys fucking with me? Why are you guys fucking with me? Oh, shout out to by the way, shout out to JVD Media as well. Can we get a link for JVD Media's channel as well? Oh, I feel all sweaty already. Fucking hell. It's unusually hot in here tonight. Let's get that window cracked open. Oh, fucking hell. Taz really rattled me, man. Jesus Christ. There's no comeback for that. Do you like beer? Oh, yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. It's not usually my go-to because, it will, you know, it gets you fat a little bit quicker, and I can't afford to be, I have to kind of watch myself these days. It's an extra day I have to add on to the water fasting and whatnot. Doing live streams during the day will get you a lot of viewers. A lot of MMA fans who have lives who watch lives don't have jobs. I mean, I don't want to shit all over my own audience, but that seems to be the way. My surprise was like it didn't seem to matter what time I went on. I had like a lot of people turn up at like the middle of the night, which was crazy. I figured I'd give it a try. I'd give it like a shot, see how it went, and I was genuinely surprised. And I'm basically gonna do like subscriber only chats now. So like people can like if you're not a subscriber, you can obviously come in and like lurk and jerk off, as I imagine a lot of people do when they look at my face. Um, but yeah, we're gonna do like only subscribers can engage in the chat. Is what I'm gonna do from now on. I'm gonna give that a try for a while. So yeah, that's basically where we're at. Taz Mag Kinder. JVD, are you alright tonight, mate? Are you just fucking with me for fun? You going all German on us today, yeah? You embracing that side? I'd like to think you've not had anything to eat or drink since the last time I saw. Actually, no, I ate this afternoon. So I hit the 100-hour mark, and I didn't eat too much this afternoon because I don't know if you guys have ever done like long fasts before. You think like when you finally get around to eating, you can just cram shit down, but it don't work like that. So I had a little bit this afternoon, and I felt like shit. So I'm gonna try and I might not eat over the weekend as well. Oh, right. I don't think he does like kids. He's pretty funny, to be fair. That's an on-brand joke. How you doing, Paradox? You working tonight? Haven't seen you around much lately, bro. Hope everything's well in your neck of the woods. I forget sometimes that people on here do have lives. I would have smoked you and Crystal in the links, but one, I was drinking. Two, I'm not sure about Taz as he's yelled at me for no good reason before, so I'm not sold on him. I like Taz. I like Taz. I enjoy Taz. It's definitely an on-brand joke for Taz from what I've seen in comments in different like. So I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it seriously. You're not working tonight. That's sweet. It's good to break your fast with broth. I should have thought of that. I basically had like some pasta. and yeah, it didn't go down well. It didn't go down well. I feel pretty shit. I wish I'd waited because I wasn't even that hungry. I was just having a little bit of a I had a little bit of a headache going on, so I thought, "Ah, I might as well jump it on. Like, I might as well eat something before I do some long-term damage to myself." But I think I'll take the weekend off now as well. Have some saltines or a digestive. What kind of side shot is that? I did have a digestive biscuit as well, actually. Fair play. With tea as well. Drinking and driving, my kinda guy. Speaking of the Germans and not being able to eat right away, did you know quite a few of the Jews made it out of those silly little camps and they had died anyway from what's going on with you guys tonight? We started off with, like, some diddling jokes, and now we're getting into, like, the Holocaust stuff. What is going on with you guys? Something called refeeding syndrome. Alright, fair enough. I haven't driven a car in, like, 7 or 8 years. I don't really drive that often. No, Taz is solid. Taz has been around for a little while. I think he came in the first time, like, 3 or 4 months ago. I've seen Taz around. "What's up? How you doing, Bismarck? Have you been live today?" I didn't see anything pop up. Thoughts on Hindus? Dumbest religion in my opinion. Dumbest religion by far. I very rarely take the piss out of religions in here, but yeah, of all the religions, if there was a religion tier list, that would be an F tier religion. Dumb as fuck. Why no drive? I'm pretty shit at drive. Well, my concentration is not the best. I'll put it that way. So, like, and now that I've got, like, kids and stuff, I don't like driving in the, do I have a chauffeur? Technically. I mean, I don't pay her, but yes, technically. Um, yeah, I don't have a very good attention span. I don't give a fuck. Unbelievable. Driving is essential to maintaining male status just in general. I think getting driven around by a female is way more based. There's a lot of things that you've got to understand left hands here. I've established my authority as a man for a long time now, and there's certain things that I just refuse to do. Can you guess what the other things are? Well, like I said, my marital situation is complicated, but generally when we meet up, she does all the driving, pretty much. She's a way better driver than I am. She's got faster reflexes and is just generally and she's being an Asian person, that's a very I don't wanna get all like, she's Asian and a woman, so she should be the worst driver on the face of the earth, but no, she's actually really good. I swear to God, one day I'm gonna introduce her to some people that I meet up with on YouTube, and you'll see what I'm talking about. "How you doing, Rob G? It's good, my man. It's been a while since I've seen you in here." Not that long, actually, it's been like a week, if that. But yeah, I mean, usually I would agree with you, but there's a lot of things about her that's not female. That sounded off. How can I redirect that? Like, she's a good driver, she picks up checks. I mean, she's a better driver than me, I've gotta be honest. She just is. I stopped driving when we had kids, or when kids entered the equation, 'cause I don't trust myself. I don't mind getting into an accident if it's just me, but I'm proper dumb on the road. Like her cock. There's yeah, I mean, it's comparable. It's comparable. I don't wanna go too far. She could be listening. She's only listened to one of my live streams ever, and it was one of the most degenerate ones we had. I had to answer a lot of questions the next day. "Hey, dude, I'm only joking about the woman driving." No, 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 you shouldn't joke about that. Women are terrible drivers, and she's Asian as well. But somehow the 2 negatives have canceled each other out. She's like an exceptionally good driver. I don't usually give women in general compliments, but I've gotta give that to her. She's a good driver, and I suck. It's more 'cause I drive stick as well. I need to be careful what I say. I drive manual and, yeah, I just it's so many things to concentrate on. I've had a few fender benders, I'll put it that way. I've had a few, like, little mishaps by not concentrating, and I've almost killed someone on a few occasions, so I'm just I know what my strengths are, and driving ain't one of them, so I don't do it. The last time was, like, 7 yeah, like I said, 6, 7 years ago, and it was in China. I might get a motorhome when I'm 18. I've heard it's a good life, to be fair. I've heard motorhome life is pretty good, but doing it in England is kinda pointless. I assume you're gonna do it if you, like, move to America after you marry Crystal's daughter. Sounds like a romantic story. Motorhoming it around the country, banging out kids. I drive an automatic, but I can't drive manual. The automatic is actually great. Yeah, I mean, if I'm driving an automatic, I'm fine because you've only got one thing to concentrate on. It's basically like driving I'm really good at driving a manual car, but I don't own an automatic car now, so I just get chauffeured around. It's pretty sweet. Live right outside my gym. I thought that was your big plan, JBD. I truly believe I'm the smoothest and non-professional driver on the road. What made you think that? And who lied to you? I mean, you could be. I don't know why I'm going at you for that. I mean, you could be a very good driver. I'd love an automatic. Yeah, like, we had a really nice car when I was living in China, and I don't know, I'm kind of bougie when it comes to what I drive. I bought my first car about 4 months ago, but my mate taught me how good day road, man. Oscar, you hello, Oscar. I had some tea today, Oscar, and a digestive. Not my plan at all, but, you know, I'm putting words in your mouth again. In a jammer. Yeah, I drove for, like, 3 years before I ever got my license. The thing is that in the UK, driving without a license isn't the biggest deal. Like, they normally just take the UK driving laws are very, very strange. They what they do is if they catch you driving without a license, they take the car off you and impound it, and then you just go and take it out and then do the whole thing over again. It makes no fucking sense. The worst thing you can do as a driver who doesn't have a license is, not having insurance. That seems to be the thing that really knocks them off. Do you watch LFA? Sometimes. I should watch it more though. Is LFA on tonight, by the way? It's usually on quite regularly. I haven't watched an LFA show in, probably about a month. It is a good organized I prefer Octagon. Yeah, left-hands, it makes no sense. UK driving laws are very, very strange. They tend not to take things that serious. 'Cause the times when I did get caught without a license, they just, like, they just took the car from me, and then I had to go and impound what you have to do though is you have to get somebody with a license to have it taken out, and they know what you're gonna do. Fuck car insurance. I don't know what car insurance is like in America, but in the UK, it's a proper racket. You almost wanna get into a crash, like, to justify the amount of money you spend on it just to kinda do them over, 'cause it's fucking expensive, especially if you haven't been driving for that long. I drove my sister's car and a taxi smashed into me from behind. I had no license or insurance, and I only got a fine of about €100. The driver was a cool guy. Gar whenever I've encountered Gardas, yeah, they've been proper cunning. Are you a part of the Harry Potter mafia? I don't know what that means. Do you mean do I run around with a broomstick and play Quidditch on the weekend? The fact that I shouldn't have said the word Quidditch because now I've exposed myself. Yes, I've read Harry Potter. and I enjoyed it, and I don't care what you think about that, or about me for saying admitting that. I've just ruined my entire reputation on this platform with one fell swoop. Yeah, with driving, I'm just not on it. I enjoy driving, but, I just don't wanna kill anyone else. But yeah, whenever I've had encounters with Gardas are fucking hard as nails, they'll fuck you up. How you doing, 316? Good to see you here, bro. It's been a hot minute. My sister's insurance had to pay out 6 grand, but she went to another provider and got a cheaper deal, so it was lucky. That sounds alright. Yeah, JVD, I can't perma ban you. I kinda need you around here. If it wasn't for car insurance prices, maybe I could have retired at 40 as well. That deep, huh? Yeah, car insurance is the biggest scam on earth because they make you pay up the arse for it. You know, you're lucky if you pay less than 2.5 grand a year here, and then they charge you for your, what do they call it? You get charged, like, a certain fee if you get in a crash anyway, and then they raise your insurance after you get in a crash. The whole thing's a fucking the fucking skank. In the States, for men specifically, your insurance gets much cheaper once you're 25. They assume you're past your peak retard years. Incorrect assumption. I got in most of my fender benders when I was over the age of 25. Robert G, I'm from Cork. I was born in Cork. My whole family's from Cork. And I've had my worst experiences with Garda in Cork. They're so cunty. They're like, the last time I was in Cork, which was about 9 months ago, my son was vomiting, projectile vomiting in the car and screaming. So we pulled over to the side where there was a disabled parking. He could see my kid was vomiting, and he gave me a fucking ticket. So then I just stayed there. And then I stayed in the zone. I stayed because the thing is, my theory is, like, if you've been great way to enter a chat as well to you, Sniff, you throw me off my fucking story, mate. Um, so yeah, once I'd parked in the disabled bay, well, they find me, so I might as well just stay in the bay. And then a disabled woman, like, pulled up next to me, and she was like, "You're not disabled, get the fuck out of here." And I'm like, "No, you paid for it. Fuck you." And she called me a cunt. As soon as they hear the British accent over there, they get very upset. Doesn't matter that I'm from there, I'm born there, they don't give a fuck. Yeah, Cork, Sniff. Cork, Cork. My insurance is just under 4K US dollars a year for 2 vehicles. That's roughly what it is here, roughly. I'd say it's about, I mean, it depends what car you've got as well. It really depends. Like, when we were in China, we had, like, we were driving, well, I'm not gonna say what we were driving because I don't wanna sound like one of those guys, but the insurance was very, very high. Now here, I'd say I'll probably pay something in the region of about 3 grand a year, something like that. There's only 1 car. I've only got 1 car. Just have a good Irish accent like me. JVD, you need to get that ancestry test done. You are definitely Irish. That Chris Gray, if you don't have that wrench, you'd be out of here, bud. I forgot that Chris Gray was a mod. I did that, didn't I? Chris Gray's been here for a while as well. How you doing, Sniff? Any news on your neck of the woods? And Crystal's back. We need a female in here just to balance things out, just in case we get into that conversation again. 316, I think insurance is a rip-off everywhere, and I have insurance for everything, so I've got, like, house insurance as well, and I've got security in my house as well, so I've got, like, you would be amazed how much I have to pay for, like, security camera service and shit as well, and, like, lasers and shit. Yeehaw! That's what I think a Texas person sounds like. Am I incorrect? Yeah, success is these white people first world problems are a real pain in the ass. Left hands. It sucks. I'm still tight as fuck sometimes though. Like, I got a phone bill this morning that I'm not, called them up and had a good shout at them. So I don't let everything slide. Luckily, I've only had one actual accident where someone's rear bumper damage was under £1,000 and no points on my insurance. W. Don't forget Osali is still drinking duck sperm. Probably. I mean, I haven't verified if that's true or not, but I'm gonna assume you're correct about that. Just don't pay insurance and be care the problem is like, eventually, you get hit by another cunt, and then they try to say it to you, and that's where the problem comes in. But like Left Hand says, just you always carry with you, so you can neutralize that situation quite quick. I can make a comment on insurance, can go either way. I can pull a feminist thing and say guys got it easier than women, or I could do a real joke and women don't know how to drive, which one? Crystal, it's very, very true though. It's just a factual situation. Unless you're an Asian woman, somehow that cancels out. Well, in the instance of my, situation. I'm not Irish at all. I have several good English accents, several good Australian accents, a good German accent, a great Scottish accent, subpar but that doesn't prove anything, sir. Irish accents is one of the hardest ones to pull off, especially a funny one. What do you make of O'Malley saying he won the Marab fight? I think he's trolling. I don't think he genuinely believes that. I think it's the whole Marlon Vera thing all over again. I don't think he genuinely believes that he won. But then with him, you never know. He is kind of retarded. Oh, Chris Gray, I appreciate that, my man. You're sucking up to me now because I think you're coming to the UK relatively soon, and it's working. Is the mic dodgy as fuck right now, or is it just me? I hope it's not fucking dodgy. No, no, doing an Irish accent is easy. Doing a good one is hard because there's nuances to an Irish accent. The mic is dodgy. Fuck. Hang on. How is it now? Wait a second. No, I still got my YouTube open here. Hang on a sec, guys. Ah! Is it still how define dodgy? I'm not sure what I can do to fix it at this juncture. Oh, hang on a second. Chris, who the fuck is your first? Good point. Yeah, I like doing a Scottish accent. It's all right. I like doing yeah. I just unplugged it and plugged it. And mind you, though, it's my settings are saying that now it's all yellow. What the fuck? Hopefully, it's better. I like doing a South African accent as well. South African. I came from the South African continent. I do enjoy a good South African accent. I think it's a pretty dope one. G'day, mate. Australian's pretty good. I find it very hard to do like I find it very hard to do like an American accent though. We can hear you, but it's kind of echoing. Manuel Fernandez, how you doing, sir? I hope Fiziev fights this year. You think he fights Dariush or another guy? If he's smart, he'll fight Dariush. That's a layup. It's a ranked guy that shouldn't be there. He'll whoop his ass. Back on the win column. Nice and easy. If I was Fiziev, I'd take that fight. If I was Dariush, I would not. So we'll see if Dariush is dumb enough to take it. But yeah, good to see you here, Manuel. Great to have you back, bro. Did you sneeze or did someone just hit you? No, a bug flew into my. It's like a tiny little bug. I'm a bitch, collided off my enormous bicep. I just got a bit of a shock. Yeah, Oscar, I'm a proper blokey bloke. But yeah, I like the South African accent. Fiziev versus Paddy. Paddy's not dumb enough to take that fight. I don't think the UFC is dumb enough. If I was Paddy, I'd be going for Dariush. I wouldn't be fighting Moicano. But if Moicano wins, he's going to be fairly highly ranked. What's the French card? Which one's that? Dox and Frankie are tied for second, being behind homeboy Sped Arnold. I'm actually insulted by that. I love Arnold Allen, but he's retarded. He's a retard. Clean your cord connections. It's saying, hang on a sec. I don't know how I would clean. Oh, hang on. Been a while since. Yeah, I can't see what's going on here. No. Yeah, it's saying I'm on 2 bars right now. Fuck you. Oh, there it goes. It's kind of back now. Fuck you, JVD. I say retarded in a perfectly unretarded manner. Prick. Paddy with surprised people. Never really hated him, so he surprised me. Paddy's proved a lot to me in his last few because I thought he was going to get fraud checked as soon as he entered the rankings. But I mean, he does have a win over. I mean, it is Bobby Green, and he did pick probably the easiest matchup in the rankings that he could get. But he did look good. I mean, he starched him, so he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's beating who he's supposed to beat. I think Paddy's all right. But if he's looking to fight Moicano, we're not going to see him for at least another 6 months, which is a problem for me because Moicano is obviously fighting BSD. If I was him, I'd be going for Dariush. I'm not saying Allen's a retard in a bad way. I enjoy him. You're retarded. You're retarded, man. Well, I think he might be. It might be his accent that makes him sound so dumb. I think he's from Ipswich, and they sound real dumb. He did Spartan kick somebody, and I mean, you should have permanent legendary status for doing that shit in a fight. True, it was Bobby, but I just feel like Paddy's. Oh, he's definitely better than I first thought. He still hasn't lost in the UFC. I know he's fought mainly cans, but he did get one robbery. The thing is, he's showing he's improving, and that's all you can do. He's showing he's improving. If I was him, though, there's definitely a route to the title for him if they're very smart about this. If I was him, I would go for the Dariush. Oh no, I'm fine, man. I had Crystal. I don't know if you missed this. I ate today. I ate this afternoon. I got to the 100-hour mark, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna have a little." Isn't Ipswich the most inbred place in the UK? I'm not sure. My daughter goes to school there. So now that you mentioned that, it's concerning. Beef stroganoff does go hard. This is how JVD and Crystal bonded in the first place. It was over beef stroganoff, I believe. It's been a while since I've had one though. You can talk about food now. I know you're trying to like troll me or whatever, but I've eaten. I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna take the weekend again after. So we'll see. Shout out again to my boy JVD and to Paradox the Chat. Subscribe to those motherfuckers. Islam is obviously a problem for Paddy, but everyone else is beatable. I'm kind of following the same narrative that I don't think Islam's going to be around for that long. Alan is 3-0 against women in the street. I didn't know he was whipping women's asses. I feel bad about what I said now. Yeah, I did a 100-hour fast. I did. Frankie, do you think Poirier's next opponent will be Gaethje or maybe another guy? The Gaethje fight kind of makes sense. I think they're going to do Poirier versus Covington. I think it will be at welterweight. I thought I slipped that one in there rather subtly. I bought the UFC Edmonton tickets today. I saw that they went on sale. Obviously, because I fucking signed up for that UFC Fight Pass bullshit. Not Fight Pass, you know the Golden Pass or whatever Golden Pass, whatever the hell it is, where you get early access to UFC tickets. So I got the alert for that. But I hope it turns out to be a good one, man, and that your boys don't let you down again. Your little soy Canadian buddies actually can win a fight on a card this time. When is it? When is the event? I'm assuming it's this year. I hope Chandler breaks his shin in the next fight. I'm alright with that. I dislike Chandler very much. And I can't believe that they're giving him Oliveira again. It makes no. I don't know why Chandler gets so much preferential treatment. He's 2-3 in the UFC. He beat the corpse of Tony Ferguson and Dan Hooker. I mean, I know his fights are kind of exciting, but he genuinely believes that he is going to get a title shot if he beats Oliveira, which is ridiculous. And that's see you at the fucking top. It's the cringiest little fuck. Whatever. The Canada cards have been bad lately. They've been very bad for Canada fighters. Let's fucking go is what LFG stands for. 316. Thank you, Crystal, and shout out to Crystal as well. Crystal's channel. November 2nd. That's not bad. Where did you Chris? What seats did you buy? I want to tell you if you done fucked up or not. I was excited for McGregor's. I've been over McGregor for like 3 years. I'm done with McGregor. Oh, Derek Lewis is fighting on that card. Splendid. I heard you fancy Diddy. That's liable, sir, and I will sue you. How do you think I got rich in the first place? I make little insinuations, and then when people outright say I said things, I just go for it. That's your birthday. Well, definitely. Do you know what, JVD? I'll come down. I don't know if I want to hang around with your mates though. I reckon your mates are weird. I'm just assuming. We'll work something out. No worries, 316. I'm very bad with my acronyms as well. Who's Mike Mallet fighting though? I can let you know what's going to happen right now because I've never predicted a Mike Mallet fight incorrectly. I'll break it to you now so you can prepare for it. Are they expensive to buy the tickets for the UFC? They are. UFC tickets are ridiculously expensive. When I went to 304, I paid like $1,000 for 2 tickets, which were on the floor. I was like 4 rows back from the cage. I couldn't see shit. I spent the entire night looking at a screen and getting harassed by a cokehead. Mallet's got to be fighting in Canada. I'm assuming that's probably the reason why they made the whole event. My guess. Yeah, see you at the top 2 and 3 in the UFC. Fucking balloon animal. And seeing him cope with like maybe I'll still get the McGregor fight after it's so sad at this point. And could the guy just put a shirt on? Every time I see him in a video, it's always the see you at the orphanage. That's more apt. It's more accurate. I have a friend that's born on the same day, same year, so we're going to Canterbury to emo hunt. Are you sure you're not separated at birth? Your parents have lied to you. Frankie, are you from England or Canada? I'm from Ireland, but I live in England now. I've never been to Canada. And I'm in no rush to go there. I've got section 205, row 10. I don't know what that means. So it's section 2. I assume that's, if you're upper tier, that's probably quite a smart move. Malwell, he's from Cork, believe it or not. Yeah, I was born in Ireland. My entire family's Irish. And then my mother fucked us over by bringing us over here when we were 1. And now I sound like a fucking fruitcake. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Shirtless with a hat to the back and 2, I'm not going to say coloured because I just said it. 2 black children in car seats. What a Chad. Fair enough. Met any paintings? I don't know what that means. Well, I'm ginger and he's blonde, so no. Again, that's not conclusive proof. My sister's ginger and my brother's blonde. Hang on. You just alerted me to something. Apparently, I ate my twin brother before birth. There's something called disappearing twin syndrome. Yeah, that happened. Well, Crystal, you gotta eat. If he or she was too weak to survive, I'm assuming it was a he, based on what you said. Fuck him. You did what you needed to do. Is a roadman just a wannabe gangster? I consider roadmen to kind of be. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the term Chad. So, sorry, Chav, not Chad. Chav. Roadmen are basically chavvy little cunts. They're just, oi blood. Give me your wallet, blood. That's my roadman impression. Yes, but Chandler paid a surrogate for his second son. Yeah, I'm not sure that's any more gangster. I'm not sure. I mean, Sniff's point kind of still stands. Hang on, are you adopted?
I'm worried about the other ones. I was first, so I'm the least likely to be adopted. Although I do have some questions. I mean, I can't ask my dad because he's obviously dead. And my mother doesn't really talk much anymore. So I think they might get to sidestep this one. Yeah, no, Chris Gray, you're right. I've told you though, yeah, if you're gonna go to the UFC, up a tier as early as like close to the front as possible. Don't get floor seats. They're the biggest waste of money. I've done it several times and got burned. Don't do it. Chandler's kids are going back when we're up. Is Joe Weller a chav? Kind of. Kind of. I wouldn't say he's a roadman though, so I've kind of fucked up my whole argument. You guys have a good striker, the one from Brighton, Ferguson, I guess. Yeah, he hasn't scored a goal since last November. So I'm concerned. And the Irish national team is fucking shit. Is being British the equivalent to being gay? Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Roadmen are like chavs that go out blagging. Frankie is Chandler's first adoption that started his love for black people. That's a very sweet thing to say. How you doing, Lane? What's good, sir? We're all over the place today, Lane, but when are we not in here? Robert G, it's basically someone who wears tracksuits, but it's supposed to be like that's the perfect. Yeah, Ireland have been dog shit as a football team for like about 10 years. Basically, when we let Trapattoni go, it was downhill from there. Nobody's gonna know what we're talking about, but you know. It's okay if you're adopted. We all have the same father in heaven. I wouldn't mind, to be honest. I wouldn't mind. It would explain a lot. All I'm going to say is somebody out of the four of us definitely is, because nothing's adding up. Paradox would know, is Joe Weller a chav? I would say he's borderline. He's got chavistic tendencies. Chandler doesn't love color reds. It's his wife. Coloreds. Coloreds? It's his wife. Is it okay to say the word coloreds? I'm not sure that it is. I'm going to sidestep away from that one. How's the rivalry with Northern Ireland? We just kind of feel sorry for them. I mean, geographically, we are separate. We are an island, and you're saying you're British. It's a bit beggy, but fuck them. And they've got shitty accents, and their country is poor as fuck. Lane ain't a dude. I call everyone dude. I call Crystal dude. Just because I say dude doesn't mean I think you're a man. I call my sister dude. Just, that's what I go with. Lane, how would you prefer to be referred to as? Sweetheart? I don't know. Chav he's definitely a bit chavvy. Do you know any of those yuppies from Chelsea or the Essex boys? Very different demographic you're looking at there. I do know a few like posh cunts. I do know a few. I just remember Roy and Robbie Keane from childhood and Dennis Owen, bro. Roy Keane is still extremely funny, but I don't think he means to be, which makes it. Lane, be honest, Jay. Did you feel physically ill when I said sweetheart? It's fine. You can admit it if you did. If you did, I felt like vomiting in my mouth when I said it too. So, Dudette is just gross. I'll be real. I've never been a Dudette fan. Oh, I said sir. Again, it's just something that I say. Right, I'm going to back out of that one. I fucked up. I did assume that Lane was a dude. I mean, why would women come in here? I'm not counting you, Crystal, because we all know that you're a special case. I'm everybody's favorite dude. There we go. Said it yourself. I don't feel bad anymore. Yeah, Michael Owen's a cunt as well. I hate Michael Owen. Don't get me started on that son of a bitch. As a Newcastle fan, I genuinely hate him. If I was gonna call, my go-to, like the thing that I used to call women back in the day, I always went with Honey because I'm not very good with names. So I just drop Honey in there, and it seems to have worked out for me. I don't like babes. Babes makes me physically ill. I don't like being called babes either. S tier Riz, I'm telling you, man. My Riz game is at least D tier. When you got a face like this, though, it doesn't really matter. The accent kind of reminds me of Oliver Twist. You got to pick a pocket or two. Yeah, I do love a London accent. What do you think about Declan Rice? I think he's a treacherous bastard, Manuel. He's scum. And then he goes and scores against us as well. The prick. Fuck him. And the same can go for Jack Grealish as well. Is it true they say I'm about to? I don't think that's true, but I wish it was. The next time I bust a nut, that's exactly what I'm going to say. Oh, I'm about to arrive. My name is Michael Caine. Not a lot of people know that. My name is Michael Caine. Not a lot of people know that. Michael Caine is a. If you want to talk about people who are fucking based, Michael Caine is as based as it gets. Yeah, Turncoat, Rice, and Jack. They're proper scum in my eyes. I'm not too upset about Jack Grealish because it's Jack Grealish. I mean, what difference could he have made? But losing Declan Rice actually played 3 senior appearances for the Irish team. That's just scummy movements. So fuck that guy. EA Sports FIFA World Cup 2002 all-time great game. 100%. Football games suck now. I haven't played a football game in a long time. I am totally not buttering your Pop Tart before I come down to the UK. I said that so British as well. I'm certainly not buttering your Pop Tart. Just joining in, I feel like I got hit by a bus today. Hope everyone is well. Crystal, if you're still here, could you please link Rob's neighbor's channel in the description? We love Rob's neighbor, and we want to support his channel. So shout out to Rob's neighbor. Kerry, that's it. Kerry. That's why I had a little brain aneurysm there. I told you I'm really bad with names. From now on, Kerry, I'm just going to call you Honey. If you turned up to the stream late, yeah, that will be very confusing for you. Michael Caine is a fucking legend. Who is like God? Chris, I've ordered some more buttered Pop Tarts. I was going through my Amazon account today, and I noticed that I still had like those cinnamon ones still in my my basket, and I bought some before, and they were good. So I'm going for a repeat. Unless you can suggest another flavor that I should try. JVD, sort me a half an ounce of Charlie. I'll sort you a Harley chetting, Thank you, feeling better already. I'm glad you feel better, bro. Michael Gambon is a fucking legend as well. I give him nothing but credit for playing Dumbledore in a Cockney accent. You have to be a legend to do that. Yeah. The bee's knees. Yeah, it's like what's his name? The guy who played Bond. Fuck, who played the first Bond again? Scottish bloke. My brain is fucking fried. Sean Connery, another absolute based cunt. Or the regular FIFA 2002, you could lob a pass from anywhere, have the striker bounce it off his chest and score via a bicycle kick. It's all about realism. Yeah, Docs, I didn't realize you'd only started there recently. I thought this was a long-term thing for you. Congratulations, by the way, in entering, the working world. Respect you for that. Oh, JVD. JVD. For some reason, I'm a whole minute behind. I've been watching you on ×2 now. Oh, great. Roger Moore is secretly my favorite Bond. He was so goofy. I just enjoyed him. It's really Sean Connery, but Roger Moore was really funny as well. It's fucking draining. Yeah, working is for mugs. Sell drugs or yourself. I don't miss working at all. I really don't. I don't mean to rub it in, but like I did I did work hard my entire life, so I'm entitled to say that. I was class at FIFA back in the day. Rob, everyone thinks they're class at FIFA. Everyone thinks they're the best. Everyone who plays football games thinks they're the best at football games. Like I do. Well, did. Yes, lane, but it is particularly laboring. It sounds rough, man. But fair play to you. I mean, it will be character building, probably. Yeah, only fools and horses work. Go out there blagging. I literally can't walk when I get home. Is something else going on at work do you want to tell us about? Are you getting passed around like a fucking. I don't know the analogy for that. I don't know what analogy to come up with. What kind of job are you doing? You got me thinking, you got me worried about, you know? Hell yeah, bro. I love to hear it. Try out the berry ones, especially. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I'm all for recommendations. Like Macho came in here the other day and he told me to watch Killing Eve. Don't know if you've heard of that TV show. And I refused to watch it originally because, women. It was actually pretty good. I was quite impressed. I enjoyed it. Anyone remember the Simpsons episode where the comic book guy has a very rare picture of Sean Connery signed by Roger Moore for sale? That is brilliant. Yeah. It's not one of the worst quotes I've had in here. Should get that. Maybe if I ever do merch, charity merch, I could put down a t-shirt. I was actually a really decent football player back in the 80s. I was in somebody's ball bag for half of the 1980s, and then I was pretty good towards the end of it. I was pretty good at football as well. In fact, I was very good. Not to suck my own dick or anything. I was. Docs, do you have good insoles in your boots, mate? Yeah, you need to make sure that you're yeah, there's little things like that that could obviously help with the process. Sean Connery is a cool guy who said he would slap his wife, and rightfully so. And he didn't apologize for it as well. I miss people having people like that around. He was a legend. In it, mate. In it, bruv. But yeah, Sean Connery was the guy. It's really a shame how far Simpsons fell off. My favorite TV show was actually from the UK, Utopia. I haven't seen Utopia, but I've heard it's excellent. It's not that it was relatively recent as well, yeah. 2013. I might give that a try. Irish girls or Scottish girls? Is that some kind of joke? Irish girls. I said earlier on that Scandinavian women are the prettiest white girls in Europe. It was kind of blasphemous. If you find a dime Irish girl, they are fantastic. They're hot as fuck and they got great sense of humors, personalities as well. So I'm very sorry to my own. I forgot about my own country. This is how you know what an absolute treacherous cunt I am. If it wasn't for my bum knee, I would have gone pro. One of those stories, yeah. Paradox. That's exactly what I'm planning on doing. I saw that interview with Barbara Walters. She's like, no, but you don't mean it. And he's like, yes, I would slap the fuck out of that bitch. And he wasn't joking. He wasn't joking at all. No, Paradox, that's exactly what I'm thinking of doing. I want to monetize my channel so that I can fund JVD's fighting career. Sick of everyone thinking the son. I love that Sniff ignores everything that happens in this chat entirely and then just manages to somehow push his own agenda. It's beautiful how you manage to pull it off every time. So we're talking about Docs having trouble at work, and he's like, them fucking Jays. Those lying bastards. I I take cars apart I get from insurance companies and sell parts off, and my brother owns it. We work harder than our workers. Bro, that sounds like a very intelligent way of going about things. I will try it. Sven, I'm going to hit it up tonight. So the next time you see me tonight, Sven, which will probably be tomorrow, I might do a watch along for the boxing potentially because nobody's going to be on tomorrow and I feel like I've got to get more consistent. So I'm going to do a watch along tomorrow for the boxing. Not a very long one because we know boxing cards are fucking trash. I disagree, Frankie. I think Balkan or Slavic girls are more pretty. I mean, they're definitely more freaky. I can say that from experience. But Irish women, I'm talking about, you have to compare the dimes with the dimes. I think if we're talking on a general level, Scandinavian women have generally the prettiest females or the sexiest females in Europe, white wise. Because Spanish obviously takes the cake. I wouldn't call Sniffer J if I was you, Paradox. He's got time in his hands. He will find you. Although Sniff did say it first, so fair play. Time to move to England then, Crystal. It shows you're a hard worker, but maybe tweak it, get the others to step up their workload. I like bosses that lead by example. Like they're willing to do what the workers are willing to do. I think that garners a lot of respect. I think when you show that side to yourself, um, you'll join in tomorrow. You're in, bro. I find you to be a very chilling influence on live streams. So I'll definitely have you on. That'd be great. I'll probably go on for like the feature fight, and then we'll ignore it until the main event comes on, and then we'll see. Because there actually are a few decent fights on that card. So if we watch like the feature fight, the co-main, and the main, I think that would do it. Yeah, I think you got to lead by example. I was a very very bad boss because I just kind of ended up doing a lot of the work myself. I didn't really like pushing people. It just ended up being a bad idea. Like I had a lot of management roles when I was in the last few years of my of like teaching, and I ended up like leading departments, and it just ended up being like it wasn't good for me. I just ended up doing most of the work. I don't like telling people what to do. You're doing a panel and you didn't ask me. JVZ, of course you're going to be on. Stop being all fucking sensitive. Whenever there's a watch along, I have to do a panel because I cannot carry a watch along by myself. Because usually I drift off and I stop caring, and then I need people to pick up the slack. So I'm not bringing you in because I like you. I'm bringing you in because I need you. It is a lot of responsibility, 316, but I'd rather, I don't know. I'm not very business minded. So I've always been like a worker bee. It's worked out for me just fine. I'm not much of a risk taker when it comes to my money. I'm the kind of guy who prefers to just get a set salary. I know what it is, and I make sure I get as many benefits as I can from that salary as possible. So my entire work model was built on working somewhere that either has low tax or no tax, having them pay for my accommodation, and having a higher salary as possible. And also, getting with a female that doesn't drain your money and your you know your life energy. And that's been my very simple philosophy to getting to where I am this day. Westy, I completely agree with you. I don't like telling people what to do. I prefer showing them and getting them to follow. And that to me is the hallmarks of like a natural born leader in the first place. If you show in the right way, people will follow. If you have to say it, then you're not good. You're not good at it. You have to use words. I'm thinking about getting into the scamming business. Tell me more, Sniff. Scamming whom? It is lucrative, very much so. I don't want to say that the mother of my son is a scammer, but I definitely suspect. I very much suspect. She said some dodgy things in the past that have got me concerned. But yeah, scamming people is lucrative. I mean, look at those. I get called by an Indian call center once or twice a week, and I lead them down the garden pathway. I will often spend 2 or 3 hours pretending to be a senile old man, which isn't that hard. I'm halfway there already, and then I just mess around with them. You know, like inspiration from those fucking around with scammers shows on YouTube. I'll give them like 6 or 7 credit card numbers that are incorrect. That kind of stuff, you know, just waste their time. Nothing makes me happier. Do not redeem, sir. Worst Indian accent of all time. I think I'd be good at an Indian accent now. I've had a lot of practice behind closed doors. Because antidepressants are Jewish and disgusting. JVD, do you know what? You kind of get away with being a racist little cunt because you hate everyone. I've never heard you say a nice word about anyone. So you're treading that fucking line beautifully, sir. I kind of respect you for it. Sniff is the one that I'm gonna have to start the blindfold dating. Oh, so you're not doing it as a show? You're doing it as an actual like service. Might steal people's pets and return them for a reward. The old classic. That's certainly been done before. The problem is, eventually you get a pet who's kind of a bit, you know, crazy, and then you know, it's like you fuck around. It's a fuck around and find out situation. Sounds like you got a business partner already. I didn't expect you two to patch things up. It's nice. I like that you two have patched things up over crime. It's beautiful. I was on holiday in Portugal years ago, and those timeshare cunts got me and my parents in the car. Yeah, anyone who falls for a timeshare kind of deserves what they get. How much did they do you for though? If you'd never heard of one, it sounds very appealing, but they're not creepy. What's the word I was using? They're the dodgiest things. They make no sense. You're basically paying for a holiday that you might not be able to take. Might do the same with family members. Now you're talking, Sniff. You see, now you're thinking big. I was saying this before in a stream. Like, I'd be very worried to go to somewhere like Colombia because if I got kidnapped, and I'm not joking about this, I legit. What do you think is the best business model nowadays? Honestly, Manuel, my only advice I can give to people is how I got ahead in life. Go and work in like the Middle East or in somewhere where they've got very, very low tax and they pay for your accommodation and your work. Because there's no two bigger outgoings than tax and rent. If you can eliminate those two things by working abroad, then do it. And there's more opportunities out there than you think. I was making, I'm not joking yet, as an elementary teacher when I went there before I became a professor, I went to Qatar and including extra work I was doing, I was making like 120,000 a year without tax. And they were paying for my accommodation. Which is not a lot of money, really, but like when you're not paying anything and the costs of living are low, it's a lot of money. And it was a lot of money. When did I do that? It was like 12 years ago. You seem like you fuck with pumpkin spice. You mean like pumpkin spice lattes? Not really. I'm a cinnamon guy. Sniff, do you also become a nuisance pet dealer like Ricky and Julian in the Trailer Park? I love Trailer Park Boys. This guy is such a Jew with reading chats. I read all the chats, cunt. All right? Or I read the chats that are worthwhile. I can be selective now. I'm a big cheese around here now. I can do what the fuck I want. Sniff started off pro bono. She scammed you for that Irish fluid. Correct. That's the most valuable thing I've ever produced. My nut juice. Frankie, you're right. Working in Q8 is what my parents did. They made lots of money. I mean, the problem with Q8 316 is Q8 is a shithole, but you can make a lot of money there. Q8 is gross. It's like Slough in the 1970s. Yeah, shout out to the Trailer Park Boys is insane. Trailer Park Boys is the kind of show you can just rewatch multiple times. I love that show. Rob, who's your favorite Trailer Park Boys character? And think about this carefully because it's going to say a lot about you. Frankie, you can't. You skip so many chats. What have I missed that's been really important? A lot. All right. So like, I didn't miss that one. Sniff. Yeah, I didn't miss that one. True, my parents should have said fuck off. I mean, that goes for itself. What is the best business model? I answered that. I mean, I'm down. I got it. We're all up to date. Unless I'm stuck in top chat again, in which case, I swear to God, I'm reading out every single one that I see. I never get close to 120k a year or 2 or 3. And I was making that as a teacher, untaxed. Julian is the greatest Trailer Park Boys character. There's the thing is, yeah, to be perfectly honest, yeah, there's not really a wrong answer to that question. Trailer Park Boys is hilarious. Kuwait is crazy nice, bro. Way better than Canada. Clean. No, 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 no. Have you been to Kuwait? Kuwait is a dump, mate. It is grim and shit. Kuwait's terrible. Qatar's really nice. Abu Dhabi's really nice. My favorite Middle Eastern country, I'm going to give a shout out to these guys. Bahrain. Bahrain is fucking incredible. It's small, but everyone gets up to their degenerate shit in Bahrain. Oman's really nice as well. Really liked Oman. Kuwait is the bumhole of the Middle East. It's a shithole. And I can say that because I've been there. I'm not just this is not like secondhand like information. It's the bumhole of the Middle East. Yeah, Trailer Park Boys. The thing is, yeah, I'll be real with you, Rob. Yeah, when you watch Trailer Park Boys, the first season is very, very. It looks like somebody recorded shit on there on like a Nokia 3310, which didn't have a camera as far as I can remember. Yeah, they got the highest money currency, but that's. I mean, here's the thing. I would recommend living there because you can make money there. But as Sniff said, it's a blazing dust bowl. It's a shithole. It's a legit shithole. I was there for like 6 months or something. Dog shit. Yeah, the only reason I don't fuck with Leahy is because I mean I know he's dead now, you know, R.I.P. and all that, but like his drunk acting was a bit too much for me sometimes. J Rock is my guy as well, though. I love J Rock, but no, and so like I would recommend that people live in Kuwait. First of all, the problem I have with Kuwait, yeah. First of all, it's too strict there, so I might have a little bit of bias because I went there the first weekend that I went there. I didn't realize you had to have a marriage certificate with you, and I had no pussy the whole weekend, and I was really angry about that. So that was the first thing. But also, it's just a grimy kind of place. They've got very old school type buildings, and it looks like Slough. Oh, I know you're not a Q80. Like, it's not like it's a good place to go and make money. But certainly my experience. You see, everyone's got a different answer. Do you fancy DDP? A little bit. A little bit of a man crush, I'm not going to lie. Kerry, we good. I hope you are too. Trailer Park Boys is one of the only good things about Canada. I'm starting to see what Westy's talking about now. I am partial to all of them. J to the ROC and Leahy. Yeah, Conky. Conky. Kerry is Rob's neighbor. Yeah, for the money, it's great. I would recommend to anyone if you want to seriously get ahead in life, go to the Middle East. Just do 2 years there, and you'll set yourself up for life. That's my honest recommendation. My life would not have turned out the way that if I'd stayed in England, I would still be renting, and I wouldn't be here. I'd be renting right now. I wouldn't own my house. I wouldn't be retired. I wouldn't have achieved any of it living in this fucking shithole. But yeah, shout out to you, Kerry. I hope you feel better soon. And then we get to see you back and thriving on YouTube again. But yeah, I strongly recommend I strongly recommend working in the Middle East. It just makes sense. There's no like I said, no taxes. They pay for your accommodation. I mean, you do the math. By people, do you mean races of people, like groups of people? I find that unlikely. I haven't seen you speak well of anyone, JVD. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I hate most people as well. I think it's okay as long as you hate everyone. Immortal, I doubt I'll ever go, but yeah, it seems like common sense, and you are good. I don't drink anymore. Kerry, that's gay. See what happens when I read out chats? This is just what we descend to. You people can read. I only read chats, Westy, where it contributes to the chat. I'm not just going to repeat what people say just for the sake of it, because it gets fucking boring in here. Well, I said who earlier, but you skipped the chat. Right back on that again. Not an alcoholic. I just chose to not drink. It's probably a wise move. Let me go back and see if I can find. I love blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white women with glasses and big tits. It's a good demographic. I can't really argue with that. You know, I'm not really into white women, but I don't really blame people that are. Chris, you should come over here. It's all right. It's all right. It's probably better than Canada because you know you've got the whole Trudeau thing going on. The Gulf countries that are rich and enjoy a life like the UAE. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, yeah, I've met a lot of like really good like Arabic people as well. Like some of the best people I've met have been Arabs, and some of the most degenerate as well. I live in Uruguay, amazing place, but it's one of the most expensive countries in South America. I've heard that about Uruguay. Sorry, Westy, that was out of pocket. Big kisses. I said, let's set up the 45 fight for me, you clown. I said, set up the 45 fight for me, you clown. What the fuck did I do? Why are you moving to me? In reference to your video. Oh, yeah. Fair play. Fair play. When you're reading the dickhead doc, when you're raiding the dickhead docs, I don't know if Docs is going on tonight. I mean, if he does, great. Why is there an AI generated pic of Gaethje getting knocked out as your thumb? Did I put Gaethje on my thumbnail? That was 24 hours ago. I mean, my memory isn't that good. Let me see. Did I? Did I? Oh yeah. I mean, I could have had him. I could have had him when he was fully like face planted. So I think I did the guy a favor. Sorry about that, Franklin. I was like, "What are you going for me for?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." Tell everyone to fuck off. Fuck right off, Frankie. Everyone talks bollocks at times, so skip anyway. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not obliged to read every fucking. I love you. Hang on a second. Why is my. Oh, I've gone offline, haven't I? I've fucking gone offline. Have I gone offline? Son of a bitch. Oh, my internet's gone off. Oh, can you people tell me if I'm still here? That's unfortunate. Guys, tell me or not. Have I gone offline? Have I gone offline? I don't know if I've gone offline or not. I can't see my chats anymore. Oh, we're back. You're still here. I feel like my internet might have gone off again. Because it literally says here, no internet secured. You're still here. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm just going to ignore it. I think my internet might be getting ready to fuck up. Oh, Based Goddess is in the building. How you doing, Based Goddess? Let me give a quick shout out to Based Goddess, who has like, again, Crystal, I don't want to steal your thunder because I know you like being the only female in here. But Based Goddess has a really great channel. And she doesn't talk shit. Like, what's that idiot again? The one who should be an OnlyFans, an ugly OnlyFans girl. Fight Fairy. She actually has good takes and actually knows about MMA and doesn't just like, pout at the camera and start shaking stuff. So shout out to you, Base Goddess. And watch out for Sniff because he's coming after you. When I say watch out for Sniff, I mean that in the best possible way. I couldn't recommend Sniff more highly. I was in Kuwait in the Gulf War between Iraq and Kuwait. The Iraqis don't bother my family because we are Armenian. Yeah. Thank you, Western Mass Climber, for putting Based Goddess's channel in the description. Please subscribe to Based Goddess. She actually is a female who understands and knows about MMA. Fight Fairy is kind of boring. That's a nice way of putting it. Thank you, Frankie. I try not to call fighters retards for no reason. I do that quite a lot. So I don't know if that was like a personal attack, but fair play. I do that all the time. It's my favorite word. I love dropping a good R word. I've been harassing Base Goddess to do some of my compilation videos for a while now, and I'm just getting it aired out. It's real humiliating. I meant what I said there. YouTube never corrects anything I say. Huh. We up to 3. What the fuck is that? What is that? Oh, 3 genders. I love that. By the way, guys, I'm being serious here. I can't see my chat very well. It's kind of fucking about. I think my internet's about to go. I think my internet's about to fuck up, like it did last night. So is anybody on tonight that we can raid? I feel like being charitable again tonight. I'm gonna give it like another 13 minutes because I did stream for like 3 hours earlier on today. No, I was just joking. It's okay to drop the hard tard as long as you make it funny. Whenever I'm funny on here, it's purely accidental. Sorry, yeah, my comment got deleted. Oh no, I didn't, bro, Franklin, yeah, I don't block comments on my channel. I want Evloev to fight Gene Silva. I really want that. What it do? How you doing, Dad? I might stick around for a little while. Fuck it. I've got nothing better to do tonight. It is Saturday tomorrow. Everyone is calling you a cunt. It's terrible. As opposed to when? As opposed to when? If I'm not getting called a cunt, I'm not doing my job properly. Based Goddess, go live. Based Goddess, do you do live streams? I wasn't aware that you did. And I didn't see what he said till I saw your video. Oh, I see what you mean. LFA's about to start. Base Goddess, I would worry about you going live because there's some weirdos on this platform. I'll be honest, but I think you should give it a go. I think it takes it to the next level. I mean, the amount of shit that I put up with in here, I feel like I've got PTSD. I'll be the biggest, baddest guy on the internet. You can see him. Base Goddess, you notice it. Everyone's suddenly behaving in here. Since you walked in, there's been no bumhole talk. There's been no like midget talk. It's all suddenly just gone quiet in here, like everyone's suddenly respectable. So I wish you would turn up here more often. Because I have to deal with all kinds of bullshit. Guru's coping hard. He's now fully convinced that Sean got right. I think he's joining in on the trolling. Come fight me. I'm going to tell him he can come fight me outside the cage, and after UFC, he can sign me, and we, yeah, can do a rematch inside the ring. I think I've lost you, Franklin. Oh fuck. Ugh! Oh man, there's the biggest fucking. I don't even know what that is. There's the biggest fucking creature in here. And I pretend to be a man about it. Well, if I was losing control of the chat before, I definitely have now. I hate that stupid angry face on Guru's thumbnails lately. He does do a lot of screaming. I might have missed some of your message there, Franklin. I don't know what you're on about, mate. I just remember everybody. Just remember everybody. NASA is lying to us. How do we know there's such a thing as space? Vampire telescopes use mirrors. Frankie use space vampire. Guru is whack, in my opinion. I don't think he's whack. I just think he shouts a lot and screams a lot, and I think there's a time and a place for that. I feel like Sean O'Malley is kind of like, I don't know. I think he's kind of embracing the whole like. I think he's got a little bit too mainstream now. Whether he wants to admit it or not and pretend he's going to maintain having based opinions, I don't think that's necessarily the case. The thing is, there, Robert, you got to remember as well. Yeah, Guru's been ground down. If you've ever been into Guru's chat, it's fucking problematic. I don't know how I would put up with that over a long period of time. That new musical video was hilarious. Guru sent people to I saw that as well. And for us, can somebody link that musical video into the chat, please? Let's try and boost the numbers on that one. That shit was hilarious. Like, I don't know if you people have seen this yet, but basically, Guru tried to do a raid on Faraz Zahabi's channel, and they just went in there and started making pig emojis, and he thought they were being like anti-Islamic, when really they were all going at Guru. It was, and then he just had a meltdown and started kicking everyone out of his chat. He did not handle it very well. Yeah, base goddess. If you kind of like don't go live, you know, it will kind of keep the intrigue, maybe. You and Schmitty taking the piss. The Red Cross went into Auschwitz and reposted 270k deaths due to typhus. The chimneys were built 20 years after the war. How do you guys manage to slip this into every fucking live stream? It's almost impressive. The Islamic people are a sensitive bunch. They can be. They can be. Thank you, Crystal. So that is the link to so Crystal Miller's got the link to MMA MMA musicals video. I feel like abandoning my senior dogs in the park tonight. Why? What did they do this time? Sniff, you might want to tone that behavior down. Base Goddess is in the chat. Crystal, I didn't even try, little bro. Should I do it when I hit 50k, I go live or something? That way in 2035 when I'm a grandma, I can make my premiere. You're gonna, Base Goddess, you're a female who knows about MMA. If fucking Fight Fairy can get to whatever amount of subscribers she's got, then you definitely can. The problem is, like, she does have a certain style that attracts the simps around here. So it depends on how far you want to go with it, to be honest. I mean, if you keep taking yourself seriously, there could be a problem. There's the Sniff that we know and love. Yeah, most people are sensitive. Or a lot of people are sensitive. I think being on the internet's the worst place to be a sensitive person. In real situations, you can't make a joke with some people. I'm the kind of person, yeah, where I just go fully in. Regardless of I believe that anything should be, you can make a joke about anything. That's the way that I live. And if people get insulted, fuck them. Base Goddess, have you met Sniff? Get that started. I know I need to go full tart to get the subs up. Yeah, that's the thing, and it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. How you doing in the grad at 617? I was in your live earlier, and then I just started chatting, and then my son started screaming. So I had to run upstairs. But shout out to In the Granite 617. We've done a couple of raids over there. Really nice channel. Awesome dude. A lot of interesting stories. So shout out to In the Granite 617. If you haven't subscribed today, give that guy a chance. He's awesome. I'm subscribing to Base Goddess with both my accounts now. I'm sure she really appreciates that. We need to make it our personal mission in this chat to get Base Goddess above Fight Fairy. Because Fight Fairy is a 4, and she knows nothing about MMA, and she's really tall. And I think a 4 is kind of generous as well. So we need to get Base Goddess right. Base Goddess is one of us. We need to get her above that thought. You enjoying being a father, Frankie? Best thing in the world, mate. Best thing I ever did. I've traveled to many places. I've achieved many things in my life, but the best thing I ever did was bust that nut at the right moment. Best thing I ever did. Where's Evloev? He's running away. Evloev's running away. He definitely doesn't want any of Gene Silva, and I wouldn't want it either. He's not ranked high enough, and he's pretty scary. You said Base Goddess is a 4. No. I wasn't judging Base Goddess because we don't do that here. I said that Fight Fairy was a 4 out of 10. And I said that 4 out of 10 was quite generous. Sniff is a 10. I'm not even capping. Sniff knows how much I love him. A bit too much sometimes. I wouldn't mind handing my if I had a single, actually I do have a single sister, but I don't think you could handle her. I'm gonna go quiet now. Sniff's 100. Sniff's a good catch. Can't stand that emo, monotone voice of Fairy. She has zero energy. The thing is, Sass, she's got like a very, very unique brand. It's basically like act dumb and then, you know, get people to kind of, just kind of flirt a little bit and get people to simp for you. It's real simple. Whereas Base Goddess doesn't have that approach. She just, talks about MMA and takes it seriously. There's no like, this shit and twiddling the hair about, which I very much respect because it's a very quick way to get to the top. Because there's loads of fucking simps around here. Sub to Base Goddess. Well done, Lane. If she had long hair, she would be a solid 5.5 though. I don't know. I'm being nice. I'm in a nice mood because it's Friday, so I'm saying 4. Really, I think that's... Now, back to what I was saying. Can you hook me up with that Evloev fight? Hook you up how, sir? I'm very confused. I will gladly hook you up if you can explain exactly what I need to do that. Yeah, Crystal gets it. Crystal gets it. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We need to get Base Goddess's voice out there. Let's keep pushing it. Frankie simping hard. Yeah, so what? And what? Base Goddess is she's part of our team. She's in like our community group. So what is it? A raising tide rises all ships. Because the expression. Walsh, we did well today. I was really enjoying your live stream until I had to dip out. I was very upset. JVD's going live in 20. Oscar, simping ain't easy, bro. I've come to learn that. Those Top Golf coupons about to expire. Them lines there. Yeah, Base Goddess. Hopefully you get a nice boost today. And I think you should consider doing live streaming. I think it would go very well. I'm glad the Irish guy won. And there is JVD's channel. I'm gonna link that in now. Hang on. This dude is hang on, fuck me. Shit, there you go. That stupid emoji thing's in the way. I'm gonna pin that now. And if you guys could sub to JVD as well. Yeah, she is hard to look at. I don't mean to be like a that guy. I don't mean to insult people and all of that. But I just the problem that I have with I think the Fight Fairy is very very smart because what she's doing is clever. She knows there's simps that she knows she's simps out there. Why don't you two do a live together? She knows there's simps out there and she's taking advantage of the situation, and I respect that. It's just that she's really boring and she doesn't know what she's talking about and she's not hot. So you've got to be one of those things. And I don't think she's any of those things. This is how you know. This is how you know Sniff is a smooth criminal. Subbed up JVD, good man, Daj. Let's show JVD some love. I'm not gonna I've subscribed to JVD with both my accounts already. Yeah, JVD. We need to get JVD barreling towards 100 in the same way that we need to get Paradox barreling towards 200. Where's Paradox at now? 182, so not far off. I'm not going to be 20, but all right. Yeah, I didn't tell anyone to go on or not. Subscribed the base. Yeah, like I said, we're all part of that. Like we're all part of that team. We can split the 50K bonus. Okay, deal. I'll get it done. I'll get it done. You got me. I'm in. That's all I needed to hear. Because we don't have the bougie RE stream. Well, why don't you let me set it up and then you can both jump on? It is pretty bougie. It's a bit too expensive. I think Fight Fairy could have a fight channel if she never went live and exposed how little she knows about MMA. But that's the thing, Sven. They don't care. They don't care. The simps who go on there don't care. I mean, she's way bigger than she should be, and I'm not even shitting on her. Because it's not like she's a bad person or anything. I just think. And the thing is, yeah, over time, she's going to learn more about MMA. If she sticks to it, she could genuinely become like knowledgeable about the game. But she's not there right now. But I guess you've got to start somewhere. And she has taken advantage of it. So, like I said, respect. I very much respect that. Maybe I'm just jealous. I'm probably just jealous. Best chat in MMA YouTube right here. Bro, the community in here is just... I know I suck off the community every time I'm here, but I feel like I have to. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. You genuinely are. It makes me want to do it more. I feel like all the coolest people turn up here. We got rid of all the cunts, like, over time. I'm not naming names, email Nelson. We got rid of all the cunts, and now things are kind of cool here. I like it. Yeah, that's the thing. The group the YouTube group that we've got are pretty. There's some amazing creators in there. I owe you 25K for calling you clown. Now you just got to get me to fight. I'm on the case, bro. I'm on it. I'm on it. We'll get you in. We'll get you in. How long do you need to cut, and where do you want the fight to take place? We'll get on it. You do have the most chill streams. You know what? Yeah, it kind of started on Sundays. Since I started streaming on Sunday, gotcha. Yeah, since I started chilling on streaming on Sunday, things have just been chilled out in here. I just had the right kind of free Jason Moore. Frankie, do you know about that case? I do not. Who is Jason Moore? He's in London. Oh, he spent 10 years in prison for the murder of Robert. I'm going to assume that he's innocent. I'm going to be honest with you. In the granite. Obviously I've lived abroad for a very long time, so I don't really keep up with UK news very well. And now that I live here, I don't really pay attention to anything but myself. I'm a bit of a selfish prick. I just sort of stay in my own bubble. I think I actually did ban Melson. Sorry, I lied, forgot. No, he had it coming. He had it coming. But I tell you what, though, every time I hear an ice cream van, I think of Email Melson. So he's not completely dead to me. But what I've learned about him is every time I go into a chat, he's just saying the same shit over and over again. He's not clever or funny, so fuck him. Mod in the Granite 617. The thing is that I would, and I will eventually mod him, but because he's only been here for a little time, I feel like it would be kind of unfair on the people who have been here for a long time. There's a couple of people I'm considering as well, and I don't want to mod too many people because then it becomes less special. I don't think people really care about being modded that much, do they? Maybe you do. I mean, I've got Sniff. I feel like my journey's complete. I've given Sniff power. Imagine doing a lot of time for something you didn't do. I mean, that must be the worst. I usually just hang an ITP MMA live stream, but I get over here and to docs when I can. The only ITP's live streams are great, and I give him a lot of credit for being able to handle things. His channel is getting out of control now in terms of there's so many people there. I often make email pretend he's my friend, and it works. Well, he's simping a bit. I'm surprised that email gets suckered in by that because he has a certain demographic. I don't give a fuck about being a mod. That's what I'm saying, Rob. Yeah, no, I'm like I said, I'm gonna consider once you're. I used to just Westy. I thought like, well, I forgot that you've been changed. Your mod status has been changed. I usually just let you take care of that stuff. I think I've modded 2 people in the history of this channel personally. Evloev, you'll take it at 307. I'll tip another 20. Okay, cool. I'm on it. I gotcha. I gotcha. He's definitely not going to want to fight Gene Silva, so you might have a chance. Robert G is that type of G. There are channels that I've been modded in that I didn't realize until somebody pointed it out. Because I don't really do anything with it anyway. But Robert is a G. The G is rightfully there. I'm hoping to have In the Granite here like long term. And others as well. Like I said, we're trying to build like our YouTube content creator like pool. We've got some great ones, like really do. Is anyone going to be watching the boxing tomorrow night? Is it worth me doing a live stream or a watch along? Paradox, you're going to be doing, and Paradox, you can stream it on your channel as well. So you can pull in the viewers as well. So we'll stream it on both channels. Like I'll set it up tomorrow, and then you can jump on with me. I've only modded Kerry and maybe Crystal. I'm not sure. Cool, I don't mind. You do your thing, bro. You do your thing. Sniff is a mod and can't even ban me. Sniff and you have very much a love-hate relationship. And I mean, you've got that criminal enterprise to worry about now. So I think the worst days for you guys are behind you. Is the UFC on tomorrow? It's not. We've got a week off. And then we've got the Moicano and BSD card. And then we've got another numbered card. So fun days ahead. I'm very glad that we've got the week off. I have a feeling that it has to do with I think the Turkey Ala Sheikh thing has something to do with why the UFC is putting gaps in and letting boxing have their nights. It's interesting. That was the kind of same thing here. I thought Weston was picking on me one day, then I was about to tell him off for it, and then I'm in blue. Yeah. Westy does that. Nora, how you doing? Bro, did you join the Irish Republican Army yet? No. I never left. Paradox, answer your fucking Discord, you cunt. I will be watching the boxing. I will be too. I'll do a watch along just to see how it goes. I might sucker in some new suckers to join the channel as well. You never know. Get some new mugs up in here, you know. The Peekaboo Price Hall Freemasons are up to no good. Can you add more context to that, Nora? I'm good to have you here. Dude. Dude? Nora? Crystal, you know why I pick on you. It's the old pulling the pigtails in the playground routine, yeah? I want AJ to win. I kind of don't. Dubois is very dumb and has got no personality, but I think it would be very funny if you chinned him out. Because AJ's kind of turned into a bit of an arsehole these days. If AJ doesn't win, then we don't get him and Fury. I mean, we probably aren't going to get him and Fury anyway, but we definitely won't get it if Dubois chins him out. Cooties. Yeah, see right there. That's why you pick on me. Ha 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 ha. Just got down betting my weekly parlays that never hit. I've been on a very terrible betting run lately. Terrible. The last 4 or 5 weeks have been shitty. I won one bet in between and then lost it all the next week. Does my favourite brother ever come to this channel named @Douglas? If not, I'll get him to subscribe and come by. Douglas. Possibly. I do remember I know you're not talking about Dougie, you're talking about Douglas. I think I have seen Douglas in here. Once or twice. I don't think he's subscribed though. Thoughts on rumours of Frankie being one of the top names on the list that used to go to Diddy's freak parties? Bro, I wish I'd been invited to those parties. Sounds like a riot. And don't fucking bullshit me, yeah? Most of you cunts would have fucking gone if you were invited as well. So let's not pretend I'm the degenerate. There wasn't only gay shit going on in there. Maybe. I would have liked to have gone out of curiosity. And then as soon as the butt stuff started happening, I would have just left. It would have been interesting. Douglas Memo. I've seen him around in chat. I'm not sure if I've seen him in this one though. If he's a chill ass dude, then he's more than welcome. I don't turn away anyone in here unless they're diddly. It would be funny, to be fair. I just enjoy watching AJ fights. Yeah, I mean, he is relatively exciting from time to time. In America, there was a guy named Prince Hall who was chartered and founded a Freemason club for non-whites. I said they're up to no good in general because UFC fighters are making hand signs. Oh, got ya. Sorry, I need some context because I'm a bit retarded. I barely know what's going on in my own country. Sweet 316, yeah, I'd be happy to have him in here. Like I said, beggars can't be choosers, mate. You know, as long as they're not an asshole, they're more than welcome. We're basically waiting for JVD or Paradox now. I think they might be doing something together, hopefully, because it's very entertaining when those two are on together. As entertaining as they are separate as well, but together they're mustard as well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen Douglas in other chats, and again, seems very chill. That's what it's all about in here. Like now that the chat's really doing much better, we can kind of afford to be a little bit more picky in here. Like if someone's just coming in here to be a complete bellend, we can just throw them out. I don't have to allow but I don't mind people saying their views, even if I don't agree with them. It's fine. We're waiting for Nonce. He deserves that. He deserves that after the amount of time he's gone for me today. Paradox, are you going to jump on with him? I can't be asked. I've got shit to do. Fair enough. But Paradox, you're going to come on with me tomorrow, yeah? And as I was saying, yeah, we can stream on both of our channels. So I'll set it up, and then you just got to follow the link, and we'll stream on both, if that's okay with you. Because I think you're particularly good on watch-alongs. I quite enjoy having you along. I've never seen people with channels. It's crazy how many there is. It's YouTube, MMA YouTube is very saturated. But we've kind of got around that by just having like we have a lot of people who kind of support each other. Oh, Gene Silva's a fucking he fought at 155 in his last fight when he beat up Drew Dober. That's the guy that beat up Drew Dober. But he's a 145er. He's part of the fighting nerds. He's an absolute savage. monster. Yeah, I think Crystal. That's basically the approach. I just don't. The thing is, I don't mind people coming in here and saying whatever dumb opinion they might have. I really don't mind. But then there are people that come in here and they're just like, "Oh, your mum fucks all the chat," and just like, and you can hear the ice cream van in the background, and it's like, "What you do even doing here?" It's just annoying. There's no there's no nuance or intelligence to what has to be said. It's the same one note jokes over and over again, and it's just starting stuff in chat. That's it. I am livid. Why are you angry, Chris Gray? Chris, I think there are some people making all accounts of Douglas, to be fair. That could be very possible. There's a lot of that going on around here as well. Yeah, Nora, it's weird. It's weird. I'm kind of. I don't understand how my channel. I think here, to be honest, Nora, yeah, I think here. I don't mean to sound like an asshole. I reckon a lot of people are botting. I think there's a lot of people. I'm not going to name names, but there are a lot of people on this platform that have 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, whatever, and most of them are not real people. Like, even though my subscriber count is low, I've got real people in here that are actually chill. And I'd rather have that. I'd rather that my channel looks small but has good people up in here than looks big but isn't really. You know? It's a good point. I'm still blown around by the fact that I'm still blown away by the fact that people come in here and just listen to me waffle. And shout out to Westy. It all started with Westy. Westy setting up those raids. I would be nowhere right now. I'd still be talking to myself. I know the real Douglas, so to speak, and he's I. Yeah, Chris Gray, what's wrong, bro? Western Mass Climber. I had some banger hits to DJ and Doc stream tonight. Maybe JVD will do them. The thing is, Rob, I'm glad that I'm not boring, but I think I might be autistic though. I think that might be the key to my success, and I'm scared to get tested. I'm just gonna let be what let be, and just speak from the heart. I haven't seen a Doc's live stream in a while, and I know he's been busy with work, and I've got mad respect to him for doing that. But I do miss the Doc's live streams as well. So I'm going to convince Docs to come on tomorrow night so that we light that fire under him again. But he's just been busy. Now, Rob, you're not boring at all, mate. You're very entertaining. All right, we're going to get over to JVD. JVD, you're not modded, are you? JVD, hang on. JVD. Let's head over to JVD immediately, and we can resume our degenerate talking over there. Jay, for his J appreciation stream. So if you could subscribe to JVD as well and hop over there. Much love to all of you. Hang on a sec. Like the fucking stream he's saying already. Yeah, check out JVD. He's a fucking top bloke. Another British lad. A lot of fun. Get over to there. Guys, as always, much love to all of you. Thanks for stopping by again on a Friday night. I'll be back tomorrow to do the watch along with Paradox for the boxing. And it will probably be an early one. So I think we'll be on like sort of midday your time. I believe will be the time. So yeah. I'll see you boys later, boys and girls later. Thanks so much for stopping by as always.